and welcome once again everyone to another routine of Sherkhan Education. My name is Behzad Elavia, and in today's video we are going to discuss an additional educational call setup being given by me over and above the normal XLT trades that we plan in the live markets. Sometimes if I observe that there is an opportunity confirmed for a particular script in the live market, that cannot be missed and it should be shared to our students, discussed with our students, I immediately post it up into our group. The name of the script is Ashok Leland. That's what we are going to discuss right now. That's what we are going to learn right now. And it has been planned as a WID setup, which means the three broader time frames that we are going to learn over here is weekly, daily, 75 or 125 as an execution time frame. So in this video, we shall actually learn onto what basis, why have we learned and chosen Ashok Leland as a falling pivotal trade setup and understand the basic rationale behind it. So first of all, let us open up Ashok Leland. Since it is a weekly income trade setup, I was a little bit bearish onto Ashok Leland, and this particular week also, it has given us a very good reversal in price, drop in price. Of course, the week is closed over here as a drop base and drop. It further has a room to travel probably as lower as 169 levels or 165 levels, probably deep down inside my weekly demand zones. So the first location or the first time frame that I look out is onto the weekly charts, and definitely the U-turns and reversals are seen on the weekly charts. If you want to further cross-check this even on a higher time frame or on a broader time frame, you can shift on to monthly charts. And yes, this month, definitely this is under pressure. Last month, last to last month also, I can see some U-turns definitely on the monthly charts. So yes, this could be a good candidate for me to go short. So monthly under pressure, weekly definitely under pressure. In fact, it can travel deep down inside 169s and 165 levels also. Daily, if you see this, the call was being given on 3rd October. That's what I'm going to discuss. So let me hide some of the candlesticks till this level. And if you can see this, the stock is now trying to change the shape. It's now trying to amend the shape. It's giving me lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and a pivot followed by a drop based drop. I repeat again, and a pivot followed by a drop based drop. So I've chosen this stock purely and purely on the basis and the rationale of falling pivot. Pivot means nothing but a change in price. So I can see lower highs, a pivot followed by a drop based in a drop. Now this is my trending time frame. However, my executions were on 240 minutes. So let me first of all open up the group. That's where I have posted up my trade updates. It was on my mouse pointer. It was an additional educational call as on 3rd October. Ashok Leland, a WID setup. I wrote it very clearly over here that it was reacting down from a monthly and a weekly supply zone. Daily trend is also down. Execution timeframes were on 240 minutes. This is my entry, stop loss, and my targets of 1.5 or 3:1. Therefore, when I go on to my execution timeframes of 240 minutes, this is what our planning was. So I further broke my daily charts onto 240 minutes, further got my fantastic drop base and drop. The levels were absolutely clear over here. So let me mark my supply zone over here. My entries were probably at 178 levels, stop loss nearby 180.8. So this was my entry. My entry at 178 levels, somewhere over here. Okay. Stop loss probably at 180.8 levels, somewhere over here. Now, this is what it has exactly happened. Stock went deep inside my 240 minutes, drop base drop, started to give me some confirmations, and it started to leave the zone on a bearish note. In fact, I jumped the trade onto the live market, just like the previous trade I had discussed in my earlier video. Sometimes if I get some bearish signs, if I happen to miss out on my entries, no problem. Once the confirmations actually are on the charts, you can actually jump the trade. You can actually participate the trade into live market. So this is a classic example. One more time, I jumped onto the trade, onto the live market, open up the trade there and there itself, expecting a further pressure onto downside for Ashok Leyland. And the next day, this is what it happened. Probably it gave me a reward of more than 2:1. So the beauty for trading with the pivots, usually it's very, very clear. If you happen to catch a particular fall or a rise for a stock or for an index, that is, if it is clearly trending onto the upside or onto the downside, pivots help you the best. Rather than in the earlier example, what we saw probably in the HUL trade or probably in the BEL trade, if the markets are absolutely flat, then there is always a fight. There is always a consensus that it might not give me good rewards. However, if you check a particular stock which is clearly trending down, but it's clearly going up, pivots helps and works the best. So this is a brilliant XLT concept. In fact, it has helped me a lot in my life. I learned a particular concept in the XLT class, special class, pivot followed by a rally-based rally or pivot followed by a drop-based drop. And if I catch a particular stock along with its momentum, then that works best. So that's it, friends. That's all from our additional XLT educational setup. For more such ideas and trade updates, keep us following onto this segment. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.